Welcome to the Roll for Combat Actual Play podcast, where our intrepid adventurers are playing through the Pathfinder adventure, The Fall of Plaguestone. Join us every week as our daring adventurers face treacherous monsters and deadly obstacles on their quest to save a town from utter destruction. Lead on, listener. Your quest awaits.
Hey everyone, welcome to Roll for Combat, The Fall of Plaguestone. I'm your GM and host, Stephen Glicker, and in this week's episode, the Roll for Combat crew continue to explore the petting zoo from hell. Jason came up with that term in his Talking Plaguestone column from last week, and I like it so much that I'm just going to keep using it, because that is exactly what this is. It's some weird petting zoo from hell, where there's all these terrible creatures that you don't want to touch at all. But this week, for those of you who know the module, gets pretty hairy. And there's quite a surprising outcome, which you will, well, hear in a few minutes. One thing I want to note, and I believe I've said this in the past, and we're going to be saying it in the future, but I'm just going to say it once and for all and call it out and be the end of it, is that we use the bandolier incorrectly. We all got the bandolier, and then I even talk about asking Mark Stifer from Paizo how the bandolier works, which, by the way, I do. I don't think I do this episode. I think I do it next episode, but we actually pull out a potion from the bandolier and then use it as one action. I cannot emphasize this strongly enough. I don't believe that's possible in any way, shape, or form in any aspect within Pathfinder 2nd Edition. You need to always spend one action to pull out a potion, at the minimum, and then one action to drink it, which is slow. I get it. That's actually a very slow thing. You always need to spend one action to pull out a potion and then one action to drink it. There are exceptions like Quick Bomber, in which alchemists can actually pull out a potion and then throw it in the same action. But I don't think that's the same as pulling out a potion and drinking it. That, again, I'm not getting into that. But for everyone else who's not an alchemist, the rule is very simple. The bandolier only works for tools. That's it. Anything else, yes, it's easy to access. Yes, you can put all your potions in the bandolier. It's one action to pull the potion, and then one interact to drink it. That's it. There's no way around it. However, why would you want the bandolier? The bandolier is good for tools, and it does bring anything that requires tools down to one action, which really refers to kind of one thing, and that is battle medicine. Battle medicine requires that you have the tools out, and then you spend an action to utilize it. So in theory, that could take two actions. However, if you have a bandolier, you can do battle medicine with one and only one action. Very, very important. So, if you have battle medicine or anything that requires tools that you're going to be using in the middle of combat, you want a bandolier. You actually probably want a bandolier anyhow, because then you just have all your potions and all your light items available to you. Because, believe it or not, if it's in your bag, it's like two actions or something. Gotta like take your bag off, put it down, and then like go through it. So you always want easy access to these items. Anyhow, this comes up several times over the next couple of episodes. You're gonna hear us talk about it. I'm never gonna mention it again, but that is how you should run it in all of your games. Also, let's get to the contest. I had a contest last week. All you had to do was go to the Roll for Combat Discord and tell me what was your favorite part of the podcast. And that's it. And then I'm going to take someone at random and give them an Amazon gift card. Now, for those of you who didn't do this, you really should have done this, because I'm going to give out a $100 Amazon gift card. That's right, $100 for doing nothing. All you had to do was join the Discord. I'm going to have another one of these contests in the near future, so you might want to join the Discord, because how easy is it to just win $100? You literally just had to write something, and that's it. So here we go. I'm feeling generous. It's the holidays. I am not going to do another one of these for a little while. You know, in theory, I can do these every week. But I'm going to be going away for the holidays, so it's not realistic. Anyhow, with that, let's pull someone random, and it is Hypno Goblin. Hypno Goblin, you have won. Let's see. Hypno Goblin wrote, "My favorite part of the Plaguestone show thus far is hearing the players discover and react to the deadliness of the traps. Spear to the chest, tripwire, slippery floors. I love it. It looks as if the traps finally scale to level. I love it. Can you tell I tend to GM? So there you go. Hypno Goblin, just contact me, and I will send you your Amazon gift card for $100. Ta-da! I will have more of these contests in the near future, Probably not till next year. As I said, I'm going away for a little while, so it's going to be hard for me to actually run this contest while I'm away. So I will do more of these. But for those of you who are very curious, just go to discord.rollforcombat.com and you can talk to everyone, check it out, talk to the players, ask questions. Everyone's there all the time. Vanessa's on constantly. If you have any questions for her or any of the other players, go right on and say hi. And also, you can, play games. We have over 100 games of Pathfinder and Starfinder and other games being run. I think Shadowrun and Cthulhu is being run on the board as well. So you can join those games. There's new ones starting every single week. And, oh yeah, by the way, as for the traps, yeah, the traps are pretty deadly. There's a downside is that disarming and finding traps, I find, is very easy. At least a lot easier than I found in first edition. It seems like, yes, the traps are really, really deadly, but they're kind of easy to find and also fairly easy to disarm. So it's one of those, well, if you have a rogue, you're in good shape, but if you don't have a rogue, you are dead, because the traps are nasty. Nasty. So one more quick show note, and then we'll get on the road. The next couple of episodes, I might not have intros. We're going to see. It's during the holidays, so I'm going to try to put them together very quickly. These intros actually take a long time to record. You might not think it. It's like, how long can a 5-minute intro take? You'd be surprised. It could take a while. So the next couple of episodes might or might not have intros. But for the beginning of next year, I'm definitely going to have some intros. I'm definitely going to go through and explain what we're going to be doing next year. We're going to have a whole bunch of new podcasts coming out, a whole bunch of new content. We're going to have new contests, new website. Ooh, I shouldn't have said that, but there's going to be a new website. I'll explain that later. So much going on. But if not, if I don't talk to everyone, have a good holiday. Don't worry, the podcast isn't going anywhere. Last year, we skipped the holidays. That actually was a big mistake. I'm not doing that this year. The podcast will continue throughout the holidays, so you'll have something to do during the holiday break. You can listen to our show and read the various columns by Jason on the website. Also, don't forget, tomorrow I am posting my interview with Paizo publisher Eric Mona. Eric and I talk about a ton of stuff. We talk about the next adventure path, the Extinction Curse. We talk about the new book, Lost Omens, Absalon, the City of Lost Omens. Absalon is pretty much Eric's baby, so he's going to talk a ton about what he's been writing and what to expect from that book. We talk about his new adventure, which is Dead God's Hand, which is going to be a mega dungeon inside Absalom, and he is working on that. We also talk about the next adventure path, Agents of Edgewatch, in which you're playing cops in Absalon. You can kind of see the theme here. We're going to be talking about the Isle of Kortos and Absalon a lot. But that's not it. We also talk about the future Pathfinder and what to expect in the next 2 years. That's right. And let me tell you, it sounds like we're going to be starting to explore all the other continents and maybe even the other planets in the universe of Pathfinder coming up next year. So look for that interview tomorrow. You'll hear all the detail and lots more. But with that, sit back, relax, and enjoy this week's episode. You're out of combat. They're all dead. The place is a mess. There's stuff all over the floor. One of the cauldrons is bubbling. All the tables are flipped. Stuff is everywhere. Now what?
Do you think the folks in the next room heard us? It looks like there was a door to the left and a door to the right when we came in, or a passage to the right.
Vanessa Hoskins is playing Celeste Carvazalon, the human angelic sorcerer.
Yeah, can we, listen for rustling in other parts of the cave?
Lauren Sieg is playing Prue Frosthammer, the half-orc spirit barbarian.
When I was back hiding behind that rock, the second one, I was really close to that entrance that goes off to the east. Did I see that down there at all?
I'll say you weren't really paying attention because you were running for your life. But there was a storeroom or something small behind you.
Okay, but I got the feeling there was a little small alcove or room back there.
It was like a small alcove, and you don't know if there was anything back there, but it felt pretty small. There's 2 passages to the northwest, and you can kind of see what's going on there. And then there's a door to the southwest, but that is it's ajar, the door. It's sort of open, but you got to go through or go to the door. You guys all try to be quiet. I mean, other than the bubbling, you don't really hear anything. It sounds kind of quiet. There's nothing, there's no alarms, there's no shouts, there's nothing going on.
I have an idea. If these tables were just absolutely chock full of alchemical stuff. And we've seen that among the things that they were throwing were elixirs of life. Could we check the tables and the stuff on the floor for elixirs of life?
Yes, you can. And you spend some time sifting through the tables, and the bad news is it is all destroyed. There's nothing left. The 3 tables have been overturned and 1 cauldron. There's nothing left in these tables that is usable, as they were all messed up. But the orcs themselves are still somewhat intact and have things on them.
That's true. Let's start looking at the bodies.
Okay. You look at the bodies. One of them, is the one that you killed that's right next to you. And then the other one is kind of in the goop. And part of him is dissolved. But you think you can get enough off of him. They each have orc knuckle daggers. And they also had various bombs and elixirs on them.
Are they labeled?
Nope.
Could they be? I can make a alchemical crafting check if you like.
Yeah, it says normally it takes 10 minutes.
Never mind them.
I'll take one of those knuckle daggers. Are they like... Let me check, see if they have any cool stats.
Rob Tremarco is playing Kate Thistlerot, the halfling rogue thief.
They're pretty cool. I think they have agile and disarm, and they do
Like
piercing.
quick. Okay.
Do you know how to use it, though?
Let me find
I
out.
don't know if you know how to use it.
I was thinking about taking one, too, just because, it's the knife of my people. But I don't know if I can even use it.
Yeah, you can identify the nature of alchemical items with 10 minutes of testing using the tools. So, yeah, they're not labeled, but there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 alchemical potions that you got.
Can we at least sort them by similar looking ones?
4, 4, 4, and 3.
That's a lot of potions. It's going to take us forever to identify these.
Approximately 40 minutes. Assuming we're right on the first time. Well, we don't really have 40 minutes to set up an alchemical lab again, since they destroyed the ones they were using, and identify these, but if we're taking time to look around, I guess we should go back outside and look out there real quick, make sure there's nothing we missed.
I'll check.
I think if we have a moment, it'd be wise of us to top off our healing a little bit. We have lay on hands and we have medicine checks.
Yeah, I guess it depends how much of a break we want to take.
Jason McDonald is playing Brixley Silverthorn, the Gnome Champion Liberator.
Cool, the orc knuckle dagger is uncommon. Ooh.
It's uncommon, but it is still in the knives group, so I can use it.
Does
Cool.
uncommon affect your proficiency at all?
It just
No.
means you can't buy it. You need GM's permission.
Okay. Well,
But
I'll
we
take a
found
knuckle
one.
dagger.
Well, it's not like it's sold in stores. Right. They're not common.
Yeah, you can't buy them, you have to find them.
I'll take a knuckle dagger.
You're a knuckle dragger? Cool.
Gee, thanks.
Too easy. Okay. And don't forget there was the orcs that you killed outside. You really didn't have any time. You ran right in here, so they also had equipment on them. And you remember them having similar equipment.
If anyone's doing healing, I'll take a little, and then I'll head out back into the field and see what's going on out there.
We only have, I think we only have 2 sources of healing that are not consumables. We have our medicine checks, and we have the lay on hands.
Yes, that is correct.
I mean, I could probably top us all off with a spell, but if we're taking time to look through all this stuff.
I'd rather save your spells for, super important times.
Yeah, depending on how much time we're taking. If you guys do the alchemical stuff or the searching, I can just do, lay on hands, wait 10 minutes, lay on hands.
I hate to hold us up like this, but as deadly as this adventure's been, I'd really feel better if we did stop and top off our health. That's how it's gonna have
I
to
agree.
be. Well, let's go outside and do it at least.
Yeah, because we haven't fully explored this cave, and it would kind of suck if we started splitting up and I'm meditating or whatever, and someone comes out from one of these passages.
Yeah, so let's go outside and do it out there.
During all this time, if you're going to are we going to do the medicine as well, or no?
I think we should. to save us as much downtime as possible.
Then, while Prue is doing medicine, Celeste is going to sort of watch her and see if she can help and like try to start learning as much as she can, asking Prue questions.
Am I the only one that knows medicine?
As far as I know.
I've only got a +5. I'm not really excellent at it.
Better than me. I'm not trained.
Let me look up the DCs, because I really don't want a critical failure, and then I'll actually deal damage with it. Alright, so the DC's 15, and a critical failure for me is... What is that? If I roll a 1, I think I critically fail, but a 2 is just a failure.
That's pretty good. It's about as good as you're probably going to get.
Yeah, although really, a nat 1, no, that would make it a critical failure. Yeah, alright, I'm going to come outside and I'm going to roll medicine. I'm going to put it on myself first, just because I don't want to... It's the airplane rule, you know? When the bags fall down, you put it on yourself first, and then you help everyone else.
You succeed. You heal 2d8.
Alright, let's see what I got from that.
As you walk outside, the pool of acid is definitely pungent, and you can feel the bubbling acid kind of steaming towards you, but not enough to hurt you.
I remember that we have to stay at least 20 feet away.
You are completely healed, Prue. As you spend 10 minutes, during this 10 minutes, is anyone else doing anything?
I guess if we're doing 10 minutes, I'm gonna lay on hands and then on myself and then meditate.
Okay. How much does lay on hands do?
I believe at second level it's 12. I believe it's just a flat 6 per level.
Yeah, that's what
Hell
I
yeah.
That leaves. Oops, I did it to the wrong person.
You can leave it on Cade too.
Well, Cade will eventually be healed. So, eventually. Was Cade or Celeste doing? Well, Celeste was watching. Does Cade do anything during his 10 minutes?
I mean, before I get healed, or after, I will just look around and see if any other creatures or orcs have poked their heads out from anywhere.
No, there's no creatures or orcs. The cave to the south is covered in a cloud of smoke, and you hear what appears to sound like crying and whining.
Crying and whining.
We should go.
Yeah.
Well, this is during your 10 minutes. So, you also look at the 2 orc brutes that were dead, and they have shoddy breastplates, 2 more orc knuckle daggers, and a couple of javelins.
I'll replace my javelin, but not really worried about the rest of it. Maybe on the way out we can just pile up a cart full of loot and sell it in town, but for now I'm not really worried about it.
Okay.
Yeah, there's only 4 javelins that are usable. Shoddy breastplates, not just breastplate, but shoddy.
Oh, they're not even worth picking up.
Is that a condition?
Sort of. I think it affects like the armor class and the value and if it can be enchanted or not.
So in the meantime, the first 10 minutes, you loot the bodies. Now what? Is someone going to heal Cade?
I'll take some.
Do we want to use lay on hands or medicine?
Lay on hands. Whichever is like easiest and plentiful.
Well, medicine is more plentiful, but lay on hands is a little bit more important in a pinch. So let's try medicine first. That way, if we need lay on hands in combat, we have it.
Well, yeah, if you screw up the medicine and do damage, then I can just do lay on hands.
Oh yeah, that.
That's
clean
right.
it up.
On a nat 1, I'll deal damage to you, but otherwise it's fine.
By the way, shoddy equipment can never be sold. And it's like much worse. Hey, look, a 1!
Hey, look, a 1.
There you go.
Good job.
The nightmare scenario has happened.
I told you, hold still.
I'm staying still.
You're like 4 points of damage as you critically fail trying to heal him.
I'm sorry, it must have been my fault. I was in your way.
That's all right. I'll take care of this, and then I'll go ahead and lay hands on Cade. But then that means I should take another 10-minute meditation.
Prue Frosthammer. Butterfingers.
Butterfingers.
Wah, wah. All right, so that's a full 30 minutes. So now everyone has an extra 10 minutes if they want to do something while he's regenerating.
I'll check out that cave real quick.
Okay.
Peek in there.
I'll go with him.
Okay, put yourselves where you're going to be. Okay, the smoke is pretty thick. and the fog, and it's dark. So you're gonna have to go in a little bit further if you want to see. Otherwise, it's just you can only see maybe 5-10 feet in front of you.
You give me the signal if you want me to come in.
You got it. I'll scream bloody murder.
Still can't see. To get a little closer.
I think we're about to trigger an encounter.
It's all right. I'm sneaking.
Okay, you step inside the cave. The cloud of smoke hovering around the ceiling becomes visible. Curled up in the back of the cave is a cat that looks like it's on fire. It glares at the sight of you entering, letting out a weak snarl that fades into a painful yowl.
There's a cat on fire in here. It's terrible.
It could be an alchemical creation. Be careful.
That is what you say. It's just not attacking you or anything. It's just sort of sitting there, like kind of like just like whimpering.
Oh, that does look awful. I wonder if it's in
What does
pain.
it mean? What do we do?
You're the nature rogue person. You tell me.
This isn't natural, I don't think. Do I make a nature check on this?
Yep.
Does it take less than a round? Can I use guidance?
Yeah, it takes less than a round.
It takes less than a round. It's okay. He rolled, we'll say you did, 24. This cat is a leopard. Looks like a normal leopard, except it is on fire. It is in pain, and it looks malnourished, and if you were to guess, you would think it's thirsty.
I give it water, like I make I make a little pit, like I dig a little shallow something and pour my water skin, some water from it in there,
And then back away.
and then back away.
Okay. Are you going to back away?
Oh yeah.
Okay, you back away. The leopard looks at you hesitantly and very quickly runs over to the pit. Tries to lap up the water, but as it does, the fire evaporates the water before it can get enough. And it's sort of crying again.
What if we turn the water to ice? Prue, can you use your spooky ghost to turn the water into ice and then let it try to drink?
I don't know if the concept that I've created works that way. It's the chill of the grave. I feel like I could haunt that water, but
Okay. I guess we didn't witness them throwing any ice bombs at us, so we don't know if any of the ones that may have survived are ice bombs.
they did hit Brixley with an ice bomb.
Oh, did they? Okay.
But we already learned that everything was destroyed and non-salvageable.
Except for the dozen or so potions that we recovered.
Well, we got those off their bodies. The ice that Brixley got hit by came off one of the tables.
Maybe we just got more water than a water skin could hold, then the cat could drink it faster than it could evaporate? Seems like that boiled and evaporated awfully quick.
I don't know if we're going to be able to help this cat.
Can we put the cat out?
Don't know. You can try a medicine check or a nature check to see if you can maybe figure it out.
I mean, I could make the water cool. I could cool it down quite a bit, but it might not be enough that it would counteract it from evaporating. We could try, though.
I mean, I can use all of my water. Like it's enough. Maybe it won't evaporate. I only gave it a little.
And I'll stay 10 feet away from it and focus on prestidigitation to cool it down, to try to keep it as cool as possible.
Can I try that?
Yeah, do whatever you guys want. I don't know why frost wouldn't work. Ray of Frost. I mean, it's Ray of Frost.
I mean, we can do it. I just didn't theme it to be an actual ray of frost. So, like, I'd just have, like, a spooky specter just, like, nibbling on the water until it froze,
That's
I
not
guess.
true. How did you... Wait. Didn't you cool down the drinks at the bar endlessly?
I haunted the drinks at the bar.
And they were cooled.
And they're cooled.
Okay, well, I mean, give me the water skin. I'm going to haunt the water skin.
I'll hold it up. You haunt it and make it cool. And I'll squeeze out the ice chunks.
I'll put both my hands on it, and from somewhere off in the distance, you can hear like moans and like moaning, and you're not sure if it's just in your head or not. Really, it's in the water skin though. All right, it's ready.
Very appetizing for a cat that's on fire.
Okay, you have a spooky water skin filled with ice crystals and chunks and ghosts. What are you going to do?
Let me put it in the hole I dug and see if the cat likes it.
Okay, you go over, chunk out the ice. Cat very hesitantly goes up and starts licking the ice. And sure enough, the cat's like completely on fire. Like all aspects of the cat are on fire, including the inside. In fact, I have a picture. That is what it looks like.
Oh boy.
It doesn't seem to be uncomfortable. It's just like on fire. And it succeeds. It's actually able to grab chunks of ice, and has them melt in its mouth as it's drinking the ice and gobbling up ice as it would a meal. It seems to perk up a bit by drinking the ice, and sort of stops its complaining and just sort of looking at Kate actually.
Are you gonna pet the kitty?
No.
Okay, that's good. For a moment,
Well,
I thought you were gonna pet the kitty.
I'll gesture for it to come forward and back up because now it's free.
Oh, that's a good idea. I'll get out of the way.
All right, then give me a nature check.
Oh no! Yikes!
Hero point. Hero point.
Yeah, the cat looks angry at you. Looks like it's going to
Okay.
attack. Are you going to
Well,
reroll that?
Nope, I'm gonna leave.
We can shut the gate on the way out.
You want to shut the gate, or you want to let it out?
Hero point. Hero point.
Not
If
wasting-
it looks like it's
not
going to
wasting
attack
hero
you, I think we should shut the gate.
Shut the gate.
No good deed goes unpunished.
Sorry, Brixley, you're shut in.
Wait, not into the acid pit.
You leave and close the gate. The leopard seems to be calm now, but it's still crying out in pain.
I don't know how to fix that.
Just seems to be pacing back and forth.
Any chance that it's actually injured?
Give me a medicine check.
I'm not good with medicine, but I'll try.
Would that just be us like looking through the gate at it and trying to see if we can find an injury?
Pretty much.
I'll do that.
Brixley rolls a 12. It doesn't really see anything, but it does seem to be limping a little. Prue
These nat ones.
Oh my gosh.
fails completely with a 1 and has no idea.
Well, I can try to magically heal it without having to get close to it, if you want me to risk it.
I'd rather you save that magic for us, to be honest. If you have it left over when we've cleared the place, maybe.
Okay.
Well, Brixley did notice that it does appear to be limping a little.
See, it's injured.
Brixley's gonna do something stupid.
No, Brixley.
Brixley is going to try to slowly approach it,
Okay?
I'm going to keep my weapon drawn. This is going to go south.
and is going to
Yeah, same.
put his hands out in a non-threatening manner and attempt to lay on hands on it.
So do you actually have to touch it to do that?
I believe so. I'm going to take some I may take some damage, but I feel like this is the right thing to do.
Okay. This
creature needs to be free. It needs to be happy.
As you get close to it, it actually is not shying away from you. It seems to kind of sitting there looking at you with those big old cat eyes. You do your lay on hands. Brixley takes 1 point of fire damage as it is on fire by putting your hand on it. But it does seem to perk up significantly after it gets healed. And it quickly seems to like run around in a circle like a dog does. And it sort of does a snarl, but like kind of a friendly snarl at you guys. And jumps over the gate and runs through the bushes and is gone.
I'm feeling good about that. Of course, it may go
All right.
terrorize the town.
And Brixley, and only Brixley, gets a hero point.
Oh.
Good job, Brixley.
Nice.
So 1 point of fire damage, healed the cat, it freed itself, and you get a hero point. What will come of that? Who knows? And you actually got some experience for all of that.
Hey.
Not Prue or Kate
Oh.
or Celeste. Just Brit. No, I'm kidding. Everyone gets the experience. That would have been mean.
We all helped.
792.
Especially if I was able to level they were to the
That would have been funny. You're up to 792 experience. And you have 1 point of fire damage. And So far, so quiet. So far,
All right, well, I guess I
quiet.
should take another 10 and get my lay on hands back before we go back into the other cave.
I think it'd be prudent.
You are all healed. Good. Almost an hour has passed while you were fooling around with the leopard, trying to figure out what was going on with this thing.
Babu the Ocelot.
Yeah. Babu!
Remember when we took a long time getting to Halad? Remember how well that went?
It's all right. Think positive.
Okay, this area appears to be more or less clear. The acid from the pool of goo is strong. You can smell it. It's begging you to jump in. You want to take an acid bath. You want to feel your skin slough off your body.
No.
Brixley drank it.
Though I expect one of us to die and have to make a new character before this whole thing is over, I don't think any of us are going to do it voluntarily.
Let's go explore the storeroom.
Celeste runs into the storeroom.
Just getting myself up there.
Sure enough, it's a large cave filled with barrels and crates, but it's very old. It has a fair amount of dust on it.
Let me do some trap checking.
Okay. You look around a little, you don't see any traps. This looks like it is storage, and a lot of the storage, it's dusty and old. A lot of it hasn't been moved in months or maybe even years. I mean, there's a little bit of movement here and there, but it looks like it's just a cave full of stuff.
Let's look through it a little bit.
You're going to start popping things open?
Yep.
We might as well. We've already taken enough time.
Okay. You pop open a few of the crates and barrels, and appears to be equipment to make elixirs, bombs, laboratory equipment, and other alchemical items. Obviously, you're starting to sense a theme here. Everything here is alchemical in nature. Although a lot of it is old, it's still in fairly good shape. You have no idea what you can do with it, but it's probably worth a fair amount of gold.
Wait, is the theme we're sensing to always bring a cart?
Yeah.
Perhaps. It's definitely way too much for you to carry. This would be cart worthy. Now, the thing is, this is all alchemical in nature, so you have a feeling that you're not sure if Delma will really want this, but you can try. The good news is there's a lot of it. The better news is it's all in fairly good shape, even though it's old. The bad news is the Plaguestone doesn't like alchemical equipment. So
Well, we can bring a sample of each box. Like, this is the chemical from this box, and maybe they all come together to make something terrible.
Well,
Sure.
last time we sold it all to the caravan.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. You did.
That's it. My next character is going to have a rickshaw cart.
Okay. So you go through it. That's all that's here. It's there's nothing else here. It's totally storeroom.
Well, I see two more ways deeper into the cave.
Think maybe the small door to the southwest?
We were warned when we got close to it that the encounters might bleed together, which means there's an encounter on the other side of that door. Are we ready for it?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to get in position.
How long did we spend in all that rest time? And with the cat and everything? Like an hour?
Like an hour.
An hour.
Perfect.
I mean, 50 minutes.
You know what?
Just enough to mess you up. I'll be nice an hour.
Because after an hour, I can use guidance again.
Yeah. Okay. Are you opening up the door that's already kind of open? Okay.
Yes. I'm trying to peek in it first.
It's a small cave entrance, a narrow corridor.
All right. I will open the door a little bit slowly.
You open the door a little. A waft of refuge and filth hits your nostrils. It stinks in here.
Oh no, it's the bathroom, guys.
Or it could be worse. They could
Worse.
keep something in here that stinks like that.
Well, I'm not going. I mean, I'll step in a little farther, but that's it.
Nala wanted us to clear this place. I think we need to see what's back there.
Oh, fine. I step there.
Sure enough, you can see a little bit further into the small cave, and there are bones and other refuge on the floor about 15 feet to the northwest of you. It opens up to a much larger cave if you keep going in.
There's bones, and it's bigger in there. Are you ready, Prue?
I was born ready.
All right, I'll sneak up to here.
Sure enough, the stench is overwhelming as there are bones and refuge and excretions in here. This was both the refuge pit and the toilet.
I knew it.
To the west is a huge mound of bones. Enough to realize that someone's been here for quite a while, and it's mostly animals, but a lot of these bones appear to be twisted and demented and are horribly mutated.
So the failed experiments are in here.
Maybe.
Gross. All right, Cade, go ahead and look through all that and let us know if there's anything valuable.
Yeah, we'll just guard the rear back here.
I don't want to. It's just the poop room. I'm not going through poop.
I won't do it.
I don't care.
The room is only like, 25 by 40. It's not like a huge room filled with poop. Oh wait, it is a huge room.
Think of it as getting in touch with nature.
This is
nature
the
skills.
worst part of nature that I don't study. I don't study the poop topics.
Not into septic nature?
You know, part of studying ecosystems is that you do have to search through scat piles to see what's been here.
This
That's
is
basic nature.
Well, I know it's been here. Orcs and terrible monsters. And here they all are, and this is the poop room. So goodbye.
Who invited the biologist to this stream anyway?
As you walk through the poop room, as you walk out, you do kick the silver piece covered in filth that was underneath some bones.
Here you go, Prue. Here's a poop quarter.
Thanks, you can keep it for all your hard work. We
Never.
appreciate you.
You can wash it off. I'm not here to wash off quarters and nickels and dimes from the poop.
I'm not taking your poop quarter, Cade.
No, it's for you. I did it for you.
Since she knows it's safe, but she is curious, Celeste is going to go inside just enough where she doesn't have to get into any of the filth, and she's going to cast Detect Magic, which will tell her if there's any presence of previously unknown magic within 30 feet.
You go to the edge of the room. The smell is overwhelming, especially for Celeste. She casts a spell. There's magic.
Poop magic.
Yeah, enjoy whatever magic item you find, all yours. I don't care if it's the rogue sword lord of the kingdom of rogues.
But there's something in there useful.
What if it's a magical pile of daggers?
It could be a magical pile of daggers on top of another magical pile of daggers. I don't know how much magic is in there. It's in there.
Well, I'd be willing to look how does that work? Can you narrow it down at all, or?
Yeah, you kneel next to the poop and you go through it with your hands.
I'm not skilled enough to do that yet. I could about a year or so ago, and then the world got all different, and now I can only detect whether or not there's previously unknown magic within 30 feet.
Yes. Up to about August, you were able to do that, but not anymore.
Yeah, since August, I haven't been able to. I don't know what happened.
Well, you can prestidigitation some cleanliness of your hands.
Yeah, she's actually doing that as you mention it. I mean, it'd take a long time to clean that entire room, and I don't know if I could stand the smell for that long.
Just continuously cast prestidigitation while you're wading through the feces. You'll be fine.
Okay, what if Cade looks through the feces and I stand in the back and continually cast prestidigitation on him?
Oh my god.
You have the sharpest eyes of any of us. If anyone's going to find anything in those piles, it's going to be you.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. I take out, I have a hood, and I literally put my hood on backwards. So it's like covering my face like a surgical mask. And I tie a rope around it, and I put some, do we have any sort of menthol or some sort of herb? Is there an herb that smells nice?
We can grab some from that alchemical mess.
Celeste has perfume.
Yes.
I have a cleaning kit that probably has a little perfume in it. Sure, yeah, you
put
could spray that
soap
on
and
there.
perfume on my face. So
Okay.
I will go in there and I'll have gloves on, and then when I come out here screaming and crying, you prestidigitate me. And all of the money that I find, then I get to keep because I'm digging through it.
I mean, then I'm not gonna prestidigitate you. It sounds like we should at least
Then
split
I will
it two
hug
ways.
Then I will hug you.
Well, it sounds like we should at least split it two ways. You're using my perfume and my magic. Sounds like this is a partnership.
I'm gonna lock the door behind him.
You lock me in here, I'm gonna haunt you from the poop plane. Plane of
Okay.
poop. All right, I
This is
look through
great.
this mess.
This is funny.
I'm gonna be there with you just in case any funny business happens. I'm not actually gonna leave you this alone.
Constant prestidigitation. to
I'm
make sure
actually
he
gonna
stays as
I'm gonna
clean as
do rear
possible.
guard and keep an eye behind us just in case anyone else.
Oh yeah, good.
Sounds
Very
good.
important.
Prixon's like, oh, you guys go in there. I'm gonna guard the rear. Don't worry about it. Nothing's gonna surprise you.
Nothing's gonna get past old Brixley, I'll tell you that.
Okay.
Celeste has one hand closing her nose, pinching her nose shut, and the other hand doing prestidigitation and trying to keep them as clean as possible.
Okay. You find with those super secret, stealthy eyes of yours, Cade, a lot of stuff. It looks like they've been very messy when they were throwing bodies in here. And there were some bodies half eaten. There's a lot of skulls, a lot of poop, a lot of pee, a lot of fun. You're not going to get the smell off. Prestidigitation
Zero
can
fun.
only do so much. But you do find a couple of trinkets. After 10 minutes of looking, you find 8 gold pieces of miscellaneous coins, all covered in various fluids. You find a very cool looking dagger. And you find a wolf attached to a strip of leather.
A wolf?
Wolf head? A wolf figurine?
A head of a wolf attached to a strip of leather.
Can I isolate both the strip of leather with the wolf and the dagger separately so I can use detect magic on them and determine which one of those two was the magical thing?
Yes, you do that, and it is the wolf one that has magic on it. The dagger, it does not have any magic, but it actually is pretty cool and kind of different than anything you've seen before.
Cool, I have a cool poop dagger.
You earned that poop dagger.
I run outside and take off my cloak and my gloves. This is the worst.
And throw them into the acid pit?
The gloves probably do go into the acid pit. Yeah, F this cloak. I'll buy a new cloak.
Poop dagger doesn't exactly have the same ring as like Glamdring or Orcris, does it?
No, but that's its name. How do you say poop dagger in Elvish?
You know, there probably is a way.
The
I'm
elves,
looking
elves
up.
are smart enough not to pick up daggers that have been in piles of poop.
You know what the word for elven poop dagger is? Garbage.
Loosely translated, it is, what the hell are you thinking?
Well, so 8 gold pieces, a cool looking dagger, and something wolfy that's magical. What you going to do?
I can attempt to identify the wolf thing. It probably takes another 10 minutes if we're just
It
like
does.
hanging out here.
That's correct. A secret concentrate roll using. Well, it's up to you. I guess you would use Arcana? Is that where?
I could also check it out the next time we rest if you guys want to just move on.
How long does it take? I missed that part.
I think it's 10 minutes, and I would probably use occultism because I'm slightly better at that.
Okay, you can use occultism if you wish.
10 minutes gives us more time to get back that last use of lay on hands. So,
It does. All right, well, let's do that. So as Brixley is meditating, Celeste is going to see if she can figure out what this thing is.
What is your occultism?
It is a +5.
Really? Whoa. Okay.
I mean, the only other thing I have is religion, which is a +4, so...
Well, I have good news for you. You spend 10 minutes looking at it, getting a sense of what it does and how to activate it. After 10 minutes, you figure it out. This is a wolf fang. It's a consumable magical talisman. You take it and bind it to your suit of armor. So the wolf fang is used when you try to trip a foe. You need to be trained to athletics, and you affix it to your armor. It's a free action to activate, and when you do, you also deal bludgeoning damage equal to your strength modifier when you trip someone. So basically, it's the equivalent of tripping someone and then pushing them down really, really hard and beating them up a little. If you don't want to use it, it's only a level 1 magic item, and it's only worth like 4 gold, and it's consumable, but it's kind of cool.
Sounds like Crew would probably get the best use out of this, since she's the strongest of us.
I'm actually good at tripping. The Dire Flail has trip as a ability on it, so I can always affix it. And if we don't use it, I can sell it.
Sounds good.
Okay.
And we'll give all the money to Cade for finding the poop talisman.
Now,
Thank you.
the dagger, I can say Prue can use her crafting if she wants to look at it and try to figure out what that is.
Yeah, what kind of material is this? I'll use crafting on that.
What is your crafting?
It's plus. It's only +4.
You figured it out. This is a low-grade cold iron dagger.
Ooh.
It's a regular dagger, except it's cold iron, and it'll do additional damages to creatures with weakness to cold iron, like demons and fae.
All right.
Not bad for the poop knife, huh?
Not bad for a poop knife. Cold iron poop knife.
Now, who gets to keep it?
That might come in
That
handy.
goes to Cade for sure.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'll drop this orc knuckle dagger because it's a strength weapon anyway.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, or would Brixley get good use out of a nice backup weapon? Because don't you have that magic one?
I'm not sure that daggers are really in my wheelhouse.
You probably can use them.
Oh, I'm sure I'm pretty much competent with any weapon, but I mean, I don't know. Sword and board, and seems kind of silly looking with a dagger. So it's all fashion basically.
Alright, do we want to go explore the next part of the cave?
Sure.
You went through the poop. That's all you found. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Everyone smells beautiful. And now you see a small hallway leading up to a set of stairs to the west to a set of double doors.
Well, we should definitely check those for traps, for sure.
Yes, we will. Me and the frog in my pocket. I found him in the poop.
Yeah, ew.
Poop frog.
Poop frog.
Okay, put yourself where you're checking first. Unless you're checking in the poop room. Okay, you look around. You don't see any traps in the vicinity, 10-foot area around you.
Move another 10 feet. Check for more traps.
Looks good. Looks good. Looks like everything's clean. Looks good. Looks good. To the west is a set of massive double doors. They're made from stout wood and bound with iron. They're
Check 'em out.
crudely decorated with a carving of a small rural village that has been set on fire.
Bum, bum, bum.
No traps. Sure enough, you can see the carving is kind of poor in its artistry. But Cade, having a palette and designer's eye, notice an unmistakable resemblance to Etrin's Folly in the artistry.
Great.
So what are you doing?
Is it locked, this door? These doors?
You do a small check. They do not appear to be locked.
If you're going to open it, I'm going to come stand next to you.
I'm about to open these doors, everybody. Do position yourselves.
I'm gonna stand at the bottom of the steps just in case there's like an area, in case anyone has like area effect stuff.
All right, I open the door.
You open the door. The door opens. Once again, it opens into a rather large chamber. Inside this chamber, you see a work table to the northwest and tons of pots and small alchemical items spewed about the room. There is a small passageway and a door to the west. You see what looks like an orc who has work overalls, goggles, and is bent over one of the tables. And he's near the exit to the door, sees you appear, and goes, "Ah!
Roll for combat!
He seems surprised by you opening up. Surprised but not surprised. And Cade gets to act first. Aha.
Fantastic.
Great. +1 dagger. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to get him. I'm rushing in. This is it. I climbed in poop, and I'm mad about it. I'm going to take it out on him.
What did he ever do to you?
Probably a lot. God damn it.
Oh my gosh.
Stab, stab. Miss, miss. Celeste is up.
That was just such a waste of an opportunity.
Let down.
Wah, wah.
He was flat-footed, but I rolled a 1.
Yeah, well, Celeste is going to try to take advantage of this opportunity and throw a nice old little ball of fire at him.
Okay.
He is just within range. Yeah, and that's how we do it.
A 2 and a 1.
Not great. 11, I'll still take it though. And he has persistent fire damage, 1.
That's the real gem.
Anything else?
Or is it 1d4? Let's see, I have 1 action left. I'll look up the persistent fire damage in a second. But yeah, she's gonna tap Prue on the shoulder and say, all right, you got this. Don't pull a Cade.
Oh.
Wow.
Pull a Cade.
Wow. Wow.
Cade takes 1 ongoing cold damage for that
No,
one.
1 ongoing sick burn
It
damage.
used to be pulling a Keeley, but now it's
Yeah.
pulling a Cade. I'm going to have to tell Jason about that. Brixley is up.
All right. Well, I'm going.
You're down the stairs, but you hear the commotion, so you'd have to go up to see this. You'd have to go up 1 more. Well,
That's 1 action.
well, now you can see it as you're in the room.
All right. I'm going to keep on going right into the fray. Action 2 and attack with action 3.
3. Oh my goodness!
I realize I apologize. I did kind of block off Prue by doing that.
Yeah, you guys are
Yep.
doing pretty well in terms of not taking a lot of damage, but you're also doing pretty well in not getting a lot of damage.
Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 2 moves to go 40 feet. And with that, I should be able to flank with Brixley. So I'm going to shove on past Cade and do that.
Well, that's true. I keep thinking in terms of first edition attacks of opportunity. I could have just kept going past this guy with my
Well,
move.
he still could. He still could attack of opportunity me. All right, I've got 1 action left. It's time for the 2-handed flail. I'm just going to bring it down on his dome.
You hit him.
Good, I'll take it. Can I crit him with 28?
Nope. Why?
All right. Because he's flanked, so...
Did you remember guidance?
Oh, that's right. Can I crit him with 29?
Nope.
Oh.
This guy's dynamite.
All right, he gets 2 hits, and he's like, I'm out of here. Goes there, opens the door, and inside you see a room of horrors, and he runs into the room.
Ooh.
Okay. As soon as you see the room to the west, you hear whispering moans coming way, way far to the west, where you see a human man is strapped to a large rack. His flesh is missing in places, replaced with large glass and metal cauldrons that seem to be extracting blood from him, mixing that blood with reagents to transform it, and then pumping it back into the man. Around the room, you can see shackles mounted to the wall, where previous prisoners must have spent their final moments. He's obviously in agony as this horrible device is transforming him into some monstrosity. Cade's up.
Oh, God.
This is so nasty.
Oh, boy. I mean, okay. You run up. You try to stab him.
Damn it. Oh, boy. 19 misses.
Miss with a
Yeah, he's
19.
Hoss.
Oh, wait. How much damage did he take on his turn, Celeste?
A D4.
Is it D4?
Yeah, D4.
Okay, he takes 4 points damage.
Flat check.
Flat check 15, and it's out.
Lame.
Good. Cade double misses. Celeste is up, way out, and you can't even see him anymore because
Yeah, Celeste is going to delay till after Brixley.
Brixley's up.
All right, I'm going to hustle on in there. I'm going to attack.
Woo!
Get some.
Nice. And then I'm actually going to move so that I can give Prue a better avenue to come in and attack.
Oh, no, you're not in the way at all. I can still get in and flank with Cade.
Oh, right. Yeah, you can. All right, never mind. I'm going to attack. I guess I'll attack again.
All right, your second attack misses because that's a minus. So you get a 16.
That's all right, though.
Prue's up.
Crit was almost as good as 2 hits.
I'm going to move into position so I can flank with Cade. While I'm moving, I'm going to summon up a swirling rage of spooky specters. And then I'm going to attack with my remaining action with my Dire Flail. Do you want to apply rage to me?
All right, you're raging.
Come on, dice. Yeah, I'll take it.
Except he has
Orcish ferocity.
ferocity. He's like bleeding and covered in gore, but he's still standing, much like that famous song. I'm still standing. Okay, what you doing, Prue?
Oh, no, that's 3 actions for me.
Is Celeste going now?
I was going to go after Brixley, but I can go now. That's fine. So Celeste is going to run up to where she can see the guy. All right, so she goes just up where she can see him, and he's in range, and she is going to try and end him with one more little gout of fire. Bummer. Does he look like he's about to do something really terrible with his last breath, just like all the other freaking orcs in here?
No, not at all.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
You know what?
believe you.
I'm going to use my hero point, because I feel like something terrible is about to happen. I'm going to re-roll that. Oh, even worse. Oh, well. Maybe it was meant to be.
Oh, it's going to be meant to be.
Luckily, we cheesed the crap out of our healing, so we should be able to survive it.
Okay. He's up. Let's see, what does he do? So much he can do. So much he can do. He's going to back up.
Somebody has to get attack of opportunity as a feat.
He backs up next to his creation. He looks at it with loving eyes as he's coughing up blood and looks like he's about to die. He pulls something out from his pouches, a potion of some sort. He throws it at... Who critted him?
Everybody but
So-
me.
Celeste
Brixley
did.
did.
Brixley did, yeah.
He will throw it at Prue. Now, Prue, do you have your shield up or no?
I don't have shield up.
You were hit with Alchemist Fire. That does a mere 4 points of damage, unfortunately. But, let's see. Brixley gets hit by 2 points. That's right. 2 points of splash damage. Because that ain't a lesser Alchemist Fire, I'm telling you that. That's a moderate Alchemist Fire. And someone's also on fire, Prue.
Yeah, that's moderate alchemist fire. No one knows how it's going to vote.
And with his last breath, although he's still alive, he summons his monstrosity. He says the magic words, and the worst thing imaginable occurs. Are you ready?
I have to be.
The man who was whimpering and crying suddenly screams a earth-shattering terror. His body explodes as a oozing thing that looks like it's entirely made out of blood explodes from this guy into a massive bubble and boil. It's 10 by 10. Slick crimson skin is marred only by spots that look like clots on the surface. It's continuously broiling with blood, and it goes.
Oh.
It moves 5. It actually notices, looks at the sculptor, doesn't do anything, sees you, decides it's thirsty. A pseudopod explodes out of it 10 feet away at Cade.
Of course.
Hits you, doing 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
Oh.
Cade's up.
GG.
We need to go. I will back up toward the door sheath my short sword and attack him with at distance with my staff sling.
Okay.
Damn it.
Are you attacking the sculptor? Yeah.
Yeah, the sculptor.
Yeah, you miss.
We need to go.
Brixley is like, oh boy, that does not look good.
I'm gonna move up,
Oh
Whoa.
boy.
Oh boy. Oh,
back the sculptor.
oh boy. It's going right next to him. You're flanking with the
If we
the
can-
ooze. Or
And the
misses.
ooze isn't here.
I'm gonna use a hero point and re-roll
Oh
that.
my god!
Ooh, this is so heroic.
That is heroic. I'm actually impressed. Go, Brixley. 4 again.
Damn it.
Oh, come on.
You got 2.
You got one more attack.
You know what? I'll go ahead and attack. I was thinking about retreat, hit and run, but
Yeah, you still can do that too. Oh, by the way, this room is much bigger. Let me keep going. There, that's the room. There, I have good news and bad news. Good news is you credit
Okay,
him.
what's bad?
The bad news is the blood thing's still around. The good news is I will award everyone a hero point for killing this guy. So Celeste has 1, Brixley has 2, Prue has 2, and Kate has 2.
oh, and that was my third move. So
Prue's up, and
Are we
Prue's on fire.
doing this?
Yep, we are.
Oh.
All right.
Don't forget, you guys have things. That's all I'm gonna say.
We have
You
things.
have things. You
Yeah.
might want to start thinking about using things.
Use
Yeah.
the things, Prue.
No, I agree. This is a things moment. What does bark skin do again? Gives you resistance to a minor amount of damage.
Hey, whatever. Take it.
I think you take 2 less damage. I don't know if that's gonna help as hard as this thing's
2
hitting.
bludgeoning and piercing, and weakness 3 to fire. So when 10 minutes, you are on fire, so that might not be the smartest thing. So.
Yeah. All right. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna step up with 1 action. I'm going to attempt to hit it, but before I roll the die, I'm gonna declare potency crystal,
Nice.
and then I'm gonna
There you
swing
go.
on it.
Oh boy! Now we just ran something where someone did a potency crystal. He did something like 48 points of damage on 1 hit on level 1. So
Let's hope that happens now.
Yeah, we could use that.
well, the first one.
Shit.
hero point.
Got 2 hero points.
Hero
Yeah.
point.
You got
I
2.
have 2 hero points. It's now or never. Let's do it again.
Okay.
Come on, dice. Give us a good one.
Oh,
You're kidding me!
Yeah, you actually did it because it was the +1. How much is this? 1d10 plus. What's your plus?
My normal is 1d10 plus 7 because of rage.
Okay, so it will be 4d10 plus 14.
Okay, let me see if I can figure out how to do that.
Sorry, it's 2d10 plus 4. 2d10 plus 4 and we double it. That's all it is.
Well, it's plus 7 because I've got the rage up. So-
2d10 plus
okay.
7, and then we double it. That's all
Okay.
Because
Let me do that then. Oh, bad
That was
damage.
a bad damage roll, man.
I'm gonna hero point the damage roll.
Do you really want to do that?
Can I?
You're going to run out of hero points, and this thing...
I know, but
What are you hitting it with? Is that
No.
bludgeoning? It's bludgeoning, right?
bludgeoning. Yeah.
It's actually good. All right, well, you got one more. Don't you have one more attack, or no? You used your hero
Yeah,
point. Yeah. So you have one more attack. So you had to do 21 points of damage. So, yeah, doesn't like that.
It's either I
Looks
swing
like it's
again.
weak against bludgeoning.
I either put up my shield. I could put up my shield, because I don't know how. I'm gonna put up my shield.
The crystal still works.
That's a good plan.
The crystal still works.
Yeah.
It only works for this round, though.
Well, all right. We'll swing again.
Yeah.
We'll just take the -5 and swing again. You talked me into it.
Let's see. A -5. You still hit. Give me a
Oh, thank goodness.
2d10 plus 7 again. 15.
I'm
You
getting
hit.
there on
You
it.
hit. So that's a lot of damage. Oh, by the way, you take 2 points of damage. Wait, hold on.
Oh yeah, and I need to do the flat check.
Because you are on fire, and
Whoops. It's an 11.
11, you failed your flat check. Celeste is up. This thing is roiling and boiling and doing nasty things.
Ooh, yeah. But I gotta get Cade back in the fight. So she's gonna spend 1 action to activate her Angelic Halo. As part of doing so, it activates her Angelic Bloodline, and she's also gonna give Cade a +1 status bonus against any saving throws he has to make for 1 round. And then spend her last 2 actions for a ranged heal. Because of the Halo, it's gonna do a D8 plus 10.
Hell yeah.
Oh, nice.
So what do? You just heal?
14 whole points, which isn't bad.
That's great. I took 18, so that's huge.
Okay. Are you done?
Yep, that's all 3 of my actions.
Okay, blood ooze times. The blood ooze starts doing something horrible. It starts to spin around and causing some weird magic, and everyone within 15 feet of it feels the blood pouring out of their pores. Give me a fortitude save, Brixley and Prue.
Oh, gee.
Brixley makes it, Prue fails. A 22 makes it. Prue will take 13 slashing damage. Brixley only takes half of that. Brixley only has... So, this is what happens. It does the weird dance. You try to resist it, but Prue has 13 hit points worth of blood sucked out of her into the creature. Brixley also has... He, resists it, but also some of the blood comes out. And as it goes out of you, Prue, it goes into the creature, and it seems to heal it.
That's some bullshit. That's what that is.
Kate is up.
All right. When I declare something my prey, do I get a bonus to hit on it of some kind?
Hunt prey. You get a +2 to seek and a +2 to survival when you track.
And I ignore the penalty for ranged attacks in the second range increment.
Yes.
That's it? This seems
Yes.
cooler in the name.
It does other things later.
Maybe it gets better.
It does get
Yeah.
better.
Well, yeah, full rangers get, one of 3 different edges to help their hunted prey, and that's all you're missing.
Yeah. I will take and drink my Quicksilver potion.
What potion was that?
The Quicksilver Mutagen that we found that Halad had.
Ooh, good idea.
Okay. You take that out. You
Range attack roll bonus.
You drink it.
It should be 1 action because I have a bandolier.
Okay.
Is it a Quicksilver mutagen?
It's 1 action, and you find out that it is not a Quicksilver mutagen.
Yeah,
Oh,
I rolled
no.
bad when identifying that.
Oh no, what is it?
Let's find out, shall we? This is a funny combat. You're like, oh, I'm going to drink this down. He drinks it. And it tastes kind of weird. Not like what you expected at all.
What did you expect Quicksilver to taste like?
I don't know. Peppermint?
Maybe instead it tastes like Malort.
It tastes exactly like Lamort. You drink it.
I'll drink Lamort.
Your body becomes thick and sturdy. You exhibit a healthy glow.
Oh.
You get a +1 to your fortitude save and 5 temporary hit points.
Oh my god. Great. Okay.
Definitely
But
work.
you get a -2 to will saves, perception checks, and initiative rolls.
Whatever. Initiative's over anyway. Well, I drank it, and I hurl some bullets at it.
You drank it, and you weren't even Jason.
I know.
I know drinking potions of unknown effect. That's kind of my bailiwick.
Yeah, I didn't mean to step on your toes with that one. And then I do it again.
Is that just it's a -4 or -5?
-5.
You just miss.
I'm done.
Brixley's up.
All right, I'm going to.
Why don't you flank it as if it has a foot to big flat?
You're noticing it's actually fairly easy to hit because this thing is big and bulbous.
I probably can't flank it because I can't really step on the bench or whatever.
You can go over there. That bench is destroyed as when it exploded out. It broke everything that's over there. Yeah, you can go there. Everything
All right,
there is
then
in
I will go.
pieces.
I will go ahead and attack.
Do you want a weapon potency crystal?
I want to see how it responds to piercing before I burn my crystal.
I think I'm going down after the next round.
You here's what's funny is you're stepping on the poor guy. You're like just crunching on him. Okay. You hit him, you do 10 points of damage. However, as soon as you hit him with the piercing, the blood ooze forms a clot around the wound, and it heals a little bit of the damage.
So it's kind of like DR5. Alright, in that case, can I drop my rapier as a free action?
Yes.
Or is that still a thing? Alright, then I'll drop my rapier and pull out my hammer.
Okay.
Ooh.
Hammer. I think you're done, though.
And that's my third action.
Bruise out.
All right, I'm just going to swing away.
Well, I have good news and bad news. The good news is you crit. The bad news is you didn't realize it the first time because you were so excited by hitting with the potency crystal. It has no major organs or anything like that. It's immune to crits. So just give me a 1d10 plus 7.
Okay. Here's just a d10.
15. Not bad. Does full damage. The bludgeoning that seems to work well on this thing.
Okay. I'll hit it again. Or at least I'll try.
Right. A 3 is not going to do it.
Okay. And then I will put up my spectral shield with the last action. Because I got a feeling I'm about to get hammered.
Oh, by the way, wait. Hold on. I keep forgetting. 2 points of fire damage, and then give me a flat check.
Nope.
Celeste is up.
Everyone's so far away. She's going to spend her first action moving into the room. And let's see, only 2 actions left. I am a little concerned about Prue, but I only have 1 spell left. To heal or save. But I can heal everyone if I just wait around, so...
Would that everyone exclude the ooze?
It's all living creatures, so no, it would include it, but we're doing way more damage to it than it is to us. So... You know what I can do with 2 actions? I can give you a Forbidding Ward, which might prevent a hit from a crit, or might prevent a hit. So she's going to cast Forbidding Ward between Prue and the Blood Ooze. So you get a +1 status bonus to your armor class from attacks against it, and on saves from things it does.
Every little bit helps, especially those saves.
Yep.
Alright. Is that your...
That's it. That's 3 actions. Mm-hmm.
It does its blood dance. Once again.
All right, I need the dice to be kind.
It's drawing. Here's what happens. Brixley and Prue, your flesh breaks open and your blood spills out, pouring into the blood ooze. Give me a fortitude save to resist your skin ripping off your flesh. Brixley,
I'm gonna hero point that.
going to hero point a critical fail. That's a
And
good
actually,
idea.
I'm also going to use my Divine Grace to get a +2 on the reroll.
There you go. That
So 22 with the +2.
you succeed, and force
If I roll bad on this, I'm going down.
So I have a hero point.
22. You succeed.
23.
23.
You both succeed. So the damage.
Whew.
Really? 5 points of
Nice.
damage on a 3d6? Half? Come on.
Yes.
Okay. You both take a whopping 2 points of damage. It drinks your blood and heals a little bit. Very little. And it's visibly angry at this and decides to wall up Brixley. And misses by 1. Oh, rolled a 3? Jesus.
Oh, is it only 2 actions to do that blood dance?
Yeah, it's only 2 actions to do the blood dance.
That's crap.
Yeah. Siphon Vitality, it's called. Kate is up.
All right.
Can you flanko with your staff sling to get your sneak attacks?
No.
Is it currently flat-footed because you guys are flanking it?
Only to them.
If I stood next to Prue and used a ranged weapon, that doesn't work.
I don't know. This is a weird thing because this doesn't happen in Pathfinder 1 ever.
For flanking? I think flanking specifically melee.
Yeah, I think it's melee too.
Let me check.
Nearly 100% sure it's melee.
Nope. finesse weapon or range attack. If you strike a creature that's flat-footed with an agile or finesse melee weapon, or an agile finesse unarmed attack, or a ranged weapon attack.
No, what's flanking?
You're an extra D6.
That's what I'm asking. I'm asking
No,
what flanking.
that
is.
sneak attack works, but flanking might be.
Yeah, I'm thinking flanking is only
Yeah.
melee.
Yeah, no, that works.
Yeah, and it's only the creatures that are flanking it treated as flat-footed.
Right.
We just have no way of making you treat it as flat-footed is the problem.
Yeah, basically.
It's all right. It's all right. I'm just gonna because this is the only way I can deal bludgeoning damage.
Yeah. Well, you can try to cut it open and see what happens. It seems to like that.
No, it's fine. Being pierced and cut, I'm sure, is a problem.
Why? It just likes it. It heals. It sucks up your blood.
No,
Cade's up.
no, thanks.
Plus, you get to be in the blood vortex.
That's right. The blood vortex. Why don't you go a little closer to the blood vortex?
Never. Poop is I was in the poop vortex.
You hit 2 points of damage. Good job. Going again.
I need you to do more damage than that, buddy.
Oh no shit!
8 points that time.
There we go.
I did 10.
Listen, it doesn't matter.
It's not agile.
Brixley.
All right, I'm going to use my potency crystal.
By the way, the
Hell yeah.
blood keeps coming out of you. By the way, I'm just telling you.
Like, do they have persistent bleed damage?
No, it's just funny.
Oh, okay.
Now, before you get too excited, it's immune to crits. So, give me a 2d6 plus 3 for regular light hammer damage. Because I didn't put in the potency crystal. 13.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Didn't like that. Going again?
Why won't it
Hell yeah.
die?
Because it has like 100 plus hit points. Keep going! Give me another 2d6 plus 3.
Another decent roll.
11.
And even though it's diminishing returns, I'm going to try a third attack.
This is minus 10 though, right? But it is flat.
Yeah, I know, but
You hit!
Yeah.
damn.
Nice.
John Henry over here just hammering away.
Fantastic.
All right.
Yes!
Wonderful.
Those damn.
That was a potency crystal. Woo!
That was a potency
Those
crystal.
potent crystals are so freaking good. Someone's still on fire. Prue.
All right, I'm going to spend 2 actions to do a flat check real fast. I'm on fire, so I'm going to pat it all out, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Just smear the blood on it.
Alright, you're
There
no
we
longer
go.
on fire.
Alright. Well, while I've still got this halo, though, I'm going to use my last heal spell and heal everyone up because we're in dire straits.
Wow.
Ugh. 3 whole frickin' points.
That's all right. It's 3 more than nothing.
Alright. The blood ooze, after Brixley pops the potency crystal, hits it once, hits it twice, hits it a third time, it explodes in a shower of blood. It's like popping the biggest blood pustule pimple of all time, and blood and gore just goes everywhere. Prue and Brixley are covered in goo and blood. Celeste,
My beautiful green coat.
Celeste just misses the splash zone, and Cade still is sort of like, it's not as bad as poo.
I offer Brixley a gory high 5.
Well, I am short, so more of a medium 5, but I
A
accept.
medium 5. Yeah.
Yeah, that thing was a CR4 blood ooze, and I think it was fair. I mean, it did a lot of things, and it can keep healing itself, and it hit with a pretty strong pseudopod attack, but it moved very slowly, and it had an AC of 12. So,
If we didn't have the potency crystals, this would have been a very different fight, though.
potency crystals are god. I'm learning that those things are freaking fantastic. Now, it was immune to crits, and if it makes you feel any better, it was also immune to precision attacks. So we would never have been able to.
Yes. Yeah, of course.
Anything that's immune
Sneak
to
attack.
crits is 99% of the time immune to critical attacks. I mean, to precision attacks. So it wasn't that hard to beat. It looked scary. It was an ooze. Like oozes, they're all the same. They're
I'm still afraid of it.
yeah, well, yeah, it did hit you pretty damn hard. I will say, let me look at the experience.
Oh, say the magic word.
Should
Say it.
should we get level 3 characters ready for next time? Even if we don't immediately get
992 experience points.
Oh, come on.
Are you kidding?
I kill a rat.
Aw.
But
We should have murdered that flaming cat.
I will say, oh wait, let me look at.
Wait, does that mean that since I got additional experience for the cat, I do level up?
Oh, you actually finished everything in the pen, it's called, which gives you a hero point, which you lose.
Screws the hero point.
1,072 experience points. Voila, you will all level up by tomorrow to level 3. Ding a ding a ding.
Hell yeah.
Woo!
It wasn't so bad. You just have to learn to use consumables. I'm starting to see the secret playing with other people of Pathfinder 2nd Edition is learn to love the consumables. Like, you want to use them because they're very powerful. Potency crystals are ridiculous. They might even be OP.
That was cheeky how they gave us potions of barkskin and then made every enemy set you on fire. I kind of wondered if they were doing
It
that.
actually wasn't on purpose. There was...
Ask Jason Bowman about that. I'm sure it was.
Well, no, because there was a random what would you get hit with. And you could have gotten hit by fire, acid, lightning, frost, tanglefoot, or life. So it was an equal chance of all of them. You just kept getting hit by fire over and over again. It just was funny. That would have been funny if you did barkskin, and then you would have kept burning up.
Oh god.
That'd have been funny when we just straight up died. That would have been
You keep
hilarious.
saying that, except you're up to level 3. So I don't know. I don't know why you keep saying you're gonna die.
Because I know who wrote this.
This was probably the hardest monster, I thought. I thought this encounter...
It was pretty brutal.
And the other guy, the sculptor, didn't get to do anything, but he had moderate potions and stuff he can throw. But he rolled low. I mean, the thing is, I was doing it, but I'm like, if I do an attack that is 3d6 and I roll a 3, you're not going to take a lot of damage. If I roll a 2d8 and roll a 2, you're not going to take, it's like, it was just swingy. It's just very swingy. I could have rolled a 16, but I rolled a 2. So, could have gone either way.
Yeah, I mean, statistically, that's unlikely.
I've played enough 40k to know that statistics don't mean anything when you're throwing a bunch of d6s.
Yeah, I mean, the rolls were actually very good for you guys. I mean, you were missing a lot, but my attacks were doing very little damage. They only 1 or 2 hit you guys really hard. I don't think I ever critted. Did I?
I don't think we got crit.
You got Cade pretty good in that.
Oh, right.
very
I got
first
2
hit.
crits.
Yeah.
I did get 2 crits. But no one went down. It's a vast improvement.
That's true. Halad was tougher for that with the hidden murder ballistic.
Well, we didn't cheese the healing before Halad
You
either.
weren't hurt before Halad, I think.
I thought I had a little bit on me. It doesn't matter, though. I took 30 damage in 1 hit, so I could have been at full. I still would have started dying.
Yeah.
You've been listening to Roll for Combat, a Pathfinder actual play podcast. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com. You can also find us and play various role-playing games on our Discord channel at discord.rollforcombat.com. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and other social media platforms. You've been listening to Roll for Combat. Until next week, always remember that in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, anyone can be the healer now. I'm looking at you, fighter.